of letting it go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah. Welcome to the jungle. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the stream. We're living the AJ Mind dream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Cheers, everybody. How is everybody doing? What is crack-a-lacking? What is going on? What is going on, man? Crazy Hair Jay is up in here, yeah. What? UFC Vegas? What? There's UFC 322 predictions. What stream? What other stream? Hold on. Let me check it out, bro. There might be a glitch, bro. StreamYard was bugging for me, but I'm not seeing another stream. Let me see. Oh, wow. That's crazy, bro. It went 17 seconds on the old Yuri versus Reyes Prohashka stream. Dude, that is from fucking millennia ago. I think it's when I clicked the go live button, there was like a fucking glitch and it connected to the wrong stream of mine. It's so strange. Thanks for that update. Yeah, I just turned it off. That's weird as hell. How was cruise, Jay? It was really great, Jay. I had a fantastic time, man. Honestly, I have to tell you, I'm a cruise fan. I am. I would definitely do it again. I definitely will. Nice few days out of the office. It was a good like mental reset for me. I missed you guys too, by the way. You know, I was like, man, I'm blessed. Your streams are elite with the graphics. The Moneyline with Finch is elite production value. Hey, thank you, EDHC. I appreciate you, bro. Makes me happy to hear. I uploaded a weird 17-second video you talking about UFC Vegas 25. Dude, I think that's just a glitch. Like, I didn't update the stream key and I thought that it was good to go. And then bam, it fucking glitched out. I had a feeling that would happen, but I just didn't want to believe it, you know? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the, you know, throwback to UFC Vegas 25. That's an old era. That's old era, Jay. I do think Van has a chance this weekend. I feel like people are really overlooking the boxing. But listen, I get the Pantoja pick. The Cruz J was great, chat. And somebody said they thought I went MIA. No, I let you guys know. I let everybody know. I said, listen, I'm going away for a few days. I'm hitting a nice reset and refresh. And I'm going to come back better than ever before. Yes, it is Lunch J in the flesh. Here I am. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you're just tuning in. AJ, did the other stream drop out? Looking forward to the great fight card this weekend. What's your most anticipated? The other stream? Nah, that other stream was a glitch, bro. That other stream was a strange glitch that for some reason, if I occasionally just click the go live button, it throws me back to UFC Vegas 25. I don't know why that happens. I would have to, you know, talk to YouTube. But my own fault, bro, because I should have been, you know, on point with my updated link, or rather, you know, my key to the stream. So it is what it is. Thank you for the 10 Canadian dollars, Mr. Swerve. What's good, AJ? Did you see UFC Fight Night Mexico on February 28th? Who headlines that? Grasso, Moreno are booked. I doubt Yair will be ready by then. Saw him at Qatar and he's on a Tuivasa diet. Unless he's going up to 170, he's not ready. I don't know, man. What Mexican savages we got? Diego Lopez booked for 325. I mean, maybe you get like Edgar Shirez on the card, Irene Aldana on the card. Imanol Rodriguez is going to be on the card, I think. Or is he fighting at 324? Yeah, so okay, Imanol's on the card. That's good. Um, hmm. Hmm. We need some top caliber Mexicans, man. Some Mexican Americans will be on the card. Yeah, I don't know. Lazy Boy will definitely be on the card. Yes. I saw Charles Johnson is fighting Alex Perez. I thought it would be Steve Urseg, man, but I guess they went with the Alex Perez option. It's a cool matchup for sure. And if Johnson wins, I mean, it's the biggest win of his career. How much do I think UFC 324 tickets will be for nosebleeds? If I had to guess, probably similar to what we've seen throughout this year, which are pretty damn expensive. Yeah, pretty damn pricey. That's what I would presume. Yo, that could be the fight. Fluffy versus Strickland, the main event in Mexico. Yo, that's actually it. That is the fight. That is the fight to make. Yes, I like that a lot. Zero hype for me for UFC 323, except Joshua Van gonna smoke Pantoja. Bro, that right there is enough to hype you up for the whole week. I said I missed you, BJ. Hey, W, bro. I miss you too, Brenda. I'm glad to see you, man. It's good to be back on business with the streams. Good to be back on business hanging out. Good to be back on business with the vibe. You're dying for these props to drop. You need Torres by finish. I'm sure we'll have the full slate out tomorrow. Full slate of everything tomorrow. That's what I'm expecting. Pantoja by sub settle down. Nah, everybody in here is not on the Joshua Van dog train. Moneyline Corinne, Brandon Bogdan, Manuel Cejudo Van. I don't know about Cejudo. I mean, I think the others are more live. I like Bogdan Gushkov a lot because like he's up and coming on a win streak with big power versus a nearly 43-year-old Blachowicz, and he's an underdog. Corinne Silva is risky because it's a women's fight. Brandon Moreno is in a 50-50 with Tyra. Manuel Torres has a big knockout chance, but he could get grapple fucked. And obviously Joshua Van's taking on one of the best flyweights of all time. Fluffy fighting a 5-rounder in Mexico City at altitude. Oh, no one beats him under those conditions. He beat anyone walking with his cardio at altitude. Yo, I'm saying this is a genius strategy. This is what they do. They set this up so he has a big edge over Strickland, man. He can outpace him in the grappling and maybe sub him late. And then it's like Fluffy for the title now. Fluffy Strickland is the #1 contender fight after Amavov for sure now. Because of Rainier de Ritter taking that fat L. Oh, shit. The cruises are good for the brain, man. I had a great time. I was really hyped that, like, I didn't fucking get sunburned. I didn't get seasick. I didn't gain too much weight, man. Turner versus Barboza is going to be tough. You think Turner finishes him? I think Turner's live to finish him with the hands. Let's go. I think so, too. You're not too confident on Nazim's get-up game? I don't think Fares Ziam is this monstrous grappling threat, though. I mean, he's okay on the ground, but I could see him on his back, too. Might be tripping, but I feel like 323 is going to be a good night for the OGs. I think Barboza, Blachowicz, and Cejudo all live. I wish you luck, Brenda. I am not crazy about any of the three. Maybe Barboza if Jalen's head's not in the game. I really think Blachowicz is getting his light shut off, dude. I like Bogdan Gushkov a lot. Bogdan Gushkov as an underdog is very intriguing to me. I think he's a real danger in this light heavyweight division. One of the fastest light heavyweights, too. I think stylistically, it's a tough fight because he's going to push a pace on Jan. He's going to get in his face. He's going to rip big punches. I like that for him. Also, chat, we're at 25 likes. Let's get 30 likes up in here, man. Let's start pumping the algorithm a little bit for the boy. You know what I'm saying? We're giving it a little jump and pump. First Q&A back is not just one today. I got double Q&As I'll also be live this evening doing another Q&A for the nighttime crew. And then tomorrow, I'll have this week's Best MMA Bets as well as a live stream. Thursday, live stream and PropAholivs. Friday, live stream, weigh-in show, weigh-in watch-along. A lot of things on Friday as well. And then I definitely am considering dropping some type of video in the mix of it all. So we'll see what's going down. We'll see how I feel, and we'll make magic happen per usual, bro. It feels good to be back on business, though, with the usual content flow. I definitely missed my my flow, you know? Gushkov is dangerous as hell, but he's not an undefeated marauder. He's been beaten before, and he hasn't fought anyone close to the level of Jan yet. Jan is still elite at 42. Are you 100% sure he's still elite? Because that fight against Olberg was a matchup that is good for Jan Blachowicz, I think. You think Gushkov doesn't defend leg kicks, Jan gonna cook his ass? Bro, if a 43-year-old Jan Blachowicz cooks him, fuck it, bro. Give Jan a title shot at this point. Honestly, if Jan wins, I need to see him and Yuri Prohashka. What's good, Asia? Was weird with no streams, but glad you had a good cruise trip, Broski. Thanks, DJ Prime Cuts. Yeah, there was no chance I'd be able to go live on the cruise. The Wi-Fi is not that level. Here's my idea of the Mexico card. Fluffy versus Sean. Aljo, Steve Garcia. Cheeto versus David Martinez. Feature fight, throw Gastelum, Kyle Dock. Yo, that's a dope card, man. I like where your head's at, Swerve. They call you the matchmaker extraordinaire, bro. That's actually some good calls, man. I might have to do a matchmaking type video for that Mexico City card. Might have to create the card like I did for UFC 323, which I think I created a pretty good 323. And we saw at least like, you know, one of the fighters that I was thinking was going to be on the card, actually on the card. Jan is a tough savage. Yeah, no, Jan's the man. Listen, I think Gushkov's boxing is a tricky test for him because of the way he rips power punches and the speed. You're going to go ahead and pick Jan, but Morab probably going to win once again. He's going to be too beat down from camp. Dude, I think we're going to see Morab look good. What do I think of the Turner fight? I think Jalen Turner handles Edson, but he could lose. Like, I'm not thinking at minus 300 on the betting side, it's necessarily worth it. And I want to listen to Jalen Turner on the mic at media day. That is very important to me, bro, because I want to see why. Why did he retire? What is he feeling like? Why is he coming back? You know, bro, you cook for 323. You hit Sugar Sean O'Malley, Kayla Nunes. You got Patty right. You got the D-Lou right. You got the whole main card damn near perfect. Hey, thank you, Swerve. Yeah, I think the matchmaking videos are good to expand. You love the matchmaking vids. I got to make more. I'm going to make more, especially with the off weeks coming up. I got plans, bro. I'll probably make my own Mexico City card. And then I think I'll probably do fights we need to see in 2026. I'll predict the champs for the end of 2026. Yeah, I got ideas, man. I got ideas galore. I'll be having some fun, man. Within, you know, with no UFC, I'll just be doing reactions. I'll pay attention to the news and, you know, I'll be dropping some drama content and things like that. Van KO or decision. That's the way that he's going to get it. It's got to be KO or decision. No way a sub. Moreno and Pantoia, your locks. Respect to the Stormy Normie, flyweight supremacist. That's true. Only the Mexico City one might not move the same. I could do 325. You're right. That's true. Somebody will watch it, though, Swerve. I know you'll at least watch it. Jake Paul fight companion? Probably. I'm not going to be home, but I'm going to try to go live for the Jake Paul fight from the road. I am thinking, and you guys can tell me what you think. I think I should probably do UFC 324 early predictions a month out just for the fuck of it. What do you guys think about that, bro? A super early prediction video. You'd watch me matchmaking Apex fighting. That's why you're a badass, Swerve. Finch coming fresh too with that shirt was looking like Tommy Vercetti in the predictions and breakdown vid. He was going for a GTA Vice City vibe for sure, for sure. Thoughts on Moreno Tyra? I think I'm going Tyra close decision, bro. Competitive ass fight though, and I'm not crazy about gambling side of that one. More of just a prediction. I think Tyra can take his back a bit. I think Turner said he felt shook, hurting people after the King Green murder. But then he said he was in his head about that damn loss to Money Moicano. Love the prop videos. Good stuff. Hey, thanks, bro. My goal for this week's PropAholivs is I'm actually going to attempt to have like template props beforehand to have in the polls. And then if I want to adjust one live, I can. But I think I should have all 4 props ready beforehand and then also take you guys into consideration instead of like, normally I have like 1 or 2 in mind and then, you know, we go through the rest. But I'm going to have like 4 written down already. And then if I want to replace 1 or 2, I will. On the road, Jay. Yeah, bro. I will be on the road, Jay. Ewo or Ebo? I'm going Ewo Baranovsky. I'm going Ewo Baranovsky, dude. I have to. I got some pretty wild picks on this card. We'll see how they turn out. Hey, good luck, Brendo. Zion versus Sadikov is such a sick fight, man. Too high level, great win streak, top 25 lightweights. When it'll be set up for a great fight next, maybe Dariush. I mean, Dariush is supposed to be fighting Quillian Salkilled, so Dariush might be retired early 2026. Was gutted I missed the last UFC 5 stream. Was funny as fuck. We'll make sure I'm there for the next one. Definitely, bro. I will be doing 3, no, maybe not 3 a week, but I'll be doing at least 1 a week, but potentially up to 3 a week during the off weeks. I was thinking definitely Tuesday, potentially also Thursday, and then I might throw a Saturday in there for the people for like, you know, we got no fights, but you can watch me fight on UFC 5, you know? The UFC drought experience, bro. Watch me fucking play UFC 5 and I'll give you my play-by-play for what's going on and just having meltdowns and shit. I feel like that could be a good Saturday night special. Like I think a Saturday at like 7 p.m. go like 7 to 9:30 or something like that. I hate fading AJ, but you got to make your own analysis. Yeah, Casey, listen, bro. You got to do what you got to do. If you don't agree with me, don't just agree because I said it. Where am I going? I'll be going up to New York, New Jersey, but I'll still have content. I'll still be doing some streams and whatnot. I'll still post vids. I got to do a Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua prediction. I might even make a video for Andrew Tate versus Chase Demore just for the fun of it. Jake Joshua, I want to do a damn quick live for it. Like I'll probably go live right before the main event and do like an hour. Because that Friday, I don't know where I'll be at, but I'll try to set it up that I can be live for it. I just got to know what time it starts, and then I'll get it all figured out. I am on a lot of dogs, man. I think dogs are going to win. Shout out to my Missouri gang. All sports books went live yesterday. Hey, shout out to the folks from Missouri, all right? You respect Big J's analysis. That's why I'm scared to bet my locks. Listen, Stormy, if you got to go against me, man, you got to believe. Dawson versus Torres. I'm going Torres by KO, but Grant Dawson, I saw in an interview, said he's planning on humping his leg for 15 minutes. And one thing about Grant Dawson I respect is he's telling the fucking truth. He is planning to absolutely lay and pray, hump the leg for 15 minutes or more, you know? Granted, the fight's only 15 minutes, but you know what I'm saying? Like he'll hump the leg all night. Yeah, I'm picking Bruno. But Tori's been looking like trash lately, dude. I think Myron Santos wins. I feel good about that. Obviously, Abdul Malik should win. I'm going to go Silva over Barber. It's close, though. It could go either way. Even though I'm picking Silva, it's not like I'm crazy about betting Silva. I just like Silva's style a lot. Over under 5 clean left hooks would it take for Poatan to drop Vettori at 85? As good as the chin is for Vettori, bro, under 5. 1 to 3 is all he'll need. AJ, you're biased against Barber for some reason. She's pretty good. I guess I am. I've seen her win robberies in the past, bro. She's got the fake tits galore. You think Ferrer will gas out against Vettori? He might. Maybe Vettori goes out and gets a finish. I do, Brendo. Yeah. Many years ago, I had Miranda Maverick in a parlay, and she got robbed by Macy Barber on the decision, and I just could never get over that. I think that's true. It might be an unintentional spitefulness. All right. Unintentional, bro. I don't mean to be, but I think I am slightly. Guru was so angry about that fight too. Long time ago, bro. Holy shit. Throwback. Throwback Nation, bro. Holy hell. The early days of content. The real early days of content, chat. Way early. Chat, we're also at 31 likes. Let's get 35 up in here. Sometimes fading AJ pays off like Val and Wei Lee. And sometimes it goes horribly like Bone Fim and Brown. Valid, KZ. That's how this game goes, man. Naimov versus Santos is so hard to pick. Nathaniel Wood is a good win. I swear, true, but it was so fucking dirty, though. Naimov cheated in that fight, dude. Naimov was fucking cheating, bro. Fight was like rigged in his favor, dude. It's a nice win. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice win, but Felipe Lima still handled him. What's next for Arman Sarukian? And I don't want to say he's in no man's land, but he kind of is, though. Like right now, Arman Sarukian is ranked #1. He's not fighting Taporia. Obviously, we have Gaethje and Patty going for an interim belt. He beat #6 Dan Hooker. Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira set to fight. So Arman Sarukian potentially fights who? Benoit Saint-Denis? Maybe? I don't know. Mateusz Gamrot in a rematch? Yeah, he's in no man's land, dude. Bro, Ian Gary is ranked #2 in the world now. Dog, Ian Gary's got to get the next title shot, bro. You can't give it to #8 ranked Kamaru Usman. Ian Gary versus Islam next is fantastic. Yes, please. I wish UFC would have thrown Islam like 8 mil and Ian an extra mil to make a quick turnaround. Headline 324 would have been 2 months, so not too short. Plus, would have made the card so much more hype. That's true. That would have been a crazy kickoff to Paramount, but I'm predicting we see that a little bit later in the year. Win some, lose some. MMA is tough to predict. Look at Ewing and Wellmaker. True shit. They do have the dough with the $7 billion deal. Facts. Will Tom be stripped? I mean, if he can't fight the next 6 months, there's a chance that they do strip him. He's not going to get the Jon Jones treatment, you know? The heavyweight division is kind of cursed, unfortunately. You think Lopez knocks out Volk this time? Guess who will need to give him 10 chances just because he represents Mexico? I think the hope is that he chins the aging Volkanovski. You know? Hey, Don Fry mustache guy, I got you, man. Yeah, man, I'm just not big on Naimov. I think he's okay, but I feel like Myron Santos has real good potential. Yes, Oliveira Holloway is happening, but I'm hearing not till March. Armin versus Sean Brady at 55. If Brady is actually moving down, that is the perfect fight. Of course, Ali Abdelaziz is salivating at the bit for Usman Islam. He's like, please, please, give me double paychecks. But nah, that's not the fight to make. They build the rankings off who they want to give the title shot. Well, Ian Gary should be next anyways. I do think Sadikov too much of a savage for Ziam, just like KZ. Yeah, I see that Aspinall is still dealing with eye issues, bro. They said he got Brown syndrome, so like issues with moving the eyes up and down. That's fucked. Even if Arman becomes the backup fighter for Patty, I think he still is F. I would hope they have him as the backup fighter. Sadikov is an all-action menace since Yam has the patient technical style. I think Sadikov overwhelms. I think so too. Bro, you think Gaethje's knocking the Scouser out? It's a ballsy pick. Hey, what's up, Hibernation? Why not Islam versus Shavkat? Just because Shavkat hasn't fought in a while and we don't even know his timeline of return. I think Shavkat versus Usman is actually a perfect fight. You're not big on Lopez. Do you think he beats Volk? I do think second time could definitely be a charm. You know, Holloway, Oliveira might headline a fight night in January. Nah, bro. The first UFC card back is 324. UFC is off for a while. UFC is off for a while, bro. I think this is the longest. Fuck, I'm slobbing over here. This is the longest the UFC been out in years. Hold on real quick. I'm going to tell you, bro. So this past year, the first UFC card back was January 11th, right? So the first UFC card of the year was January 11th. Now, this year it's going to be January 24th, which is kind of crazy. Let me check some. When was the last card of 2024? The last card of 2024 was December 14th. So December 14th to January 11th. This year, we got December 13th to January 24th, bro. My word, we're going to be out for a while, huh? Wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Will we see one-legged Brady at 55? He walks around at 195, 200. He's going to have to lose some muscle, I feel like. Exactly. Islam, Gary, Ireland versus Dagestan part 2 is so marketable. I think Chris Duncan beats McKinney, man. I can't trust McKinney at all. I can't trust Terrence McKinney. Not because he's chinny, but his cardio sucks. Triple C and his coach retiring after the Talbot fight. I can't pick a retiring Cejudo, man. I'm going to go with Talbot to win. If this is Volk's final dance, though, I feel like Diego Lopez in a rinse and repeat, I guess, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like the most hype fight they could do, but I guess it's because Diego Lopez represents such a big Spanish market. Gone versus Pereira if Aspinall's not ready. Yeah. You know, Alex Pereira posted a cryptic tweet. 2 + 1 = 3. So what he's saying is 2 + 1 = 3. He's hinting at that he's going up to heavyweight. He's hinting at it, or at least he's trying to set something up. And maybe if Tom Aspinall can't fight anytime soon, he's forced to vacate the belt. And then we have heavyweight Alex Pereira versus, you'll think it'll be Cyril Gane, but it'll end up being Jon Jones for the vacant title. And that's a huge fight. Is Volk actually retiring after this fight? I thought he wanted to fight for a while longer. I didn't hear that he was retiring after this fight. I know Cejudo is supposed to be retiring after this weekend. Aspinall has Brown syndrome, not Down syndrome. Holy shit. What am I supposed to gamble on? I don't know, man. I don't follow one championship closely, but I do think they have some badass strikers. Look at Terrence McKinney's fight record, is straight comedy. All of his finishes are 2.5 minutes in round 1. He's cooked. The fight goes longer than 2.5. He really does fall apart, bro. He falls apart bad. Did you guys see Bilal saying that the reason he lost to Ian Gary was the fucking eye pokes? I was like, come on, Bilal. Don't get me wrong, I hate Lopez versus Volk too, but it actually makes for some sick matchups for the rest of the division. Movzar Lerone, Aljo Garcia, Zalal Yair, all absolute heat. You know, I think they're considering Aljo versus Lerone. Gambling on AJ DeVito UFC 5. Yeah, you guys are going to have to set up some wagers in UFC 5. You guys are going to have to fucking bet on it. think that's the only way, bro. He's one of a kind, Brendo. Exactly. He can't be held back. I like Aljo versus Lerone a lot too. Lerone was getting manhandled in moments by Pico and Emmett. Aljo could backpack him. He definitely could. I'm interested, man. Lerone said in an interview that he knows Volk is retiring after this fight. Why he's bummed we'll never get the chance to fight him. That sucks. I hope that's not true. Volk retiring, but they're going down under. Like, it would kind of be the perfect send off. Bro, if Tom Aspinall is forced to vacate the title, can we talk about worst championship reign ever? Won no contest, never really won the belt, was promoted to champ. The tragic downfall of Tom Aspinall needs to be studied, bro. Cyril Gane blinds him, career's over. And then Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira. Bam. Look at Jersey Bro J in the chat saying happy Thanksgiving to Brendo. What an absolute gem. You're going to make some early parlays with football and boxing. Are there good boxing matches in January? Because I have no idea. Let's see. Let's see. Right? Not really. Jake Paul, Anthony Joshua, December 19th is the biggest fight. That's what I'm seeing. Anything else? Jake Paul, Joshua. Bro, how the fuck Anderson Silva versus Tyron Woodley is crazy. That's crazy. Gilberto Ramirez. Nope. What about one championship? Fuck, almost knocked the mic out. Let's see if ONE FC has, because I need fights to watch, bro, that aren't just boxing. Let's see one championship schedule. All right. The first card back for ONE is January 23rd. They're also doing a card, in Bangkok on December 19th. Bro, nobody's capitalizing on the UFC break. Nobody. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why is nobody capitalizing on the UFC break? I don't get it. I wonder what's next for Izzy too. I don't think it's irrelevant. I don't know. I mean, for Adesanya, it's a weird situation because, like, okay, Dricus du Plessis, right? Probably him versus, a Brendan Allen would make the most sense. Sean Strickland, Fluffy Hernandez, Imavov versus Hamzat. Maybe Adesanya versus Caio Bahayo. I think that could be the fight. Honestly, it would be cool to see Michael Venom Page Adesanya, but I just don't think they'll fight each other. Hey, Gregory Rodriguez is ranked number 15. He bumped Joe Pyfer out of the rankings. Holy shit. Cyril Gane is a filthy French cheater. Can't wait to hear AJ talk about UFC Vegas 25. Listen, bro, that stream was only up for a minute, bro. Don't give me a hard time about that shit. That stream was up for 1 minute. It was a mistake. It was a glitch, bro. That is cool, though. It's like people are like, what? I should have just kept that actually as today's stream. It would have freaked people out. I already deleted it off the channel, bro. Izzy Costa 2, maybe. 1 minute fights like Dan Hooker, bro. That'd be insane. Zero drama, no news. UFC dead right now. We're all just here waiting for MMA Guru fishing with Bryce. But even that, we don't know when it's going to happen. Well, listen, I'll try to make magic happen, bro. That would be genuinely depressing. Thing is, Aspinall did everything right. Fought on short notice. Fought at 4 a.m. local time. He's just so damn unlucky. Yep. Unfortunate, bro. Cyril Gane's fucking dirty fingers in his eyes blinding him. Dana, 1 minute fights. I just steal Dan Hooker's model. That's funny as fuck. Bana, bana, bana. 1 minute fights. No, I don't think the UFC cut any purse money for Cyril Gane. They paid him his show money. They paid him his show money, bro. And that's it. That's how the game fucking goes. Shit, man. I love Waldo's activity and the way he's putting these guys out. On top of he's marketing the eye patch thing pretty good. If he wins his next fight, I'd like to see him fight for a belt soon. If he knocks out Derrick Lewis, crazy take, but if he knocks out Derrick Lewis in the first round, obviously this is unlikely, but what's a bigger fight? Cyril Gane, Tom Aspinall 2? Or where's Waldo? I kind of think where's Waldo cutting the line, and then Tom Aspinall versus Waldo being bigger, because I'm not saying they're going to do this. But could Cyril Gane be punished for costing us the main event? You know, if it was a disqualification, would he have an instant title rematch as the challenger? Maybe they do Where's Waldo instead versus Tom Aspinall. If he goes out there and knocks Derrick Lewis out, why not? And then obviously if Tom Aspinall's unavailable, yes, Waldo versus Gane could be the fight. Where's Waldo could be fighting for the belt sooner rather than later, man. Waldo's the man. Waldo's the man. I don't think you're the only person that has Barboza winning. It's just, you know, picking Barboza is a dangerous game because it's Edson Barboza, though. You know what I'm saying? T-Rex versus Chris Duncan is such a sweet fight. I'm torn on my pick. It is a fantastic fight. And initially, I was torn on my pick, too. It should be Tom versus Waldo Lewis winner. Fuck on. I'm kind of with that, KZ. Dude, it feels like 2026 is about to be the year of the interim titles. Starting the year off with an interim title on the line. The interim titles are back in full effect, man. Oh, shit. Carlos Condit, definitely a fan, bro. Yeah. He had GSP in some trouble when they fought. I remember when he knocked out Dan Hardy. Remember when he got his knee torn up against fucking Tyron Woodley. Prime Carlos Condit was a bad man. What if Lewis absolutely sleeps Waldo? Bro, give him a title fight. Derrick Lewis, Tom Aspinall is huge. Fuck it, bro. What's up, certified MMA fan? Playing dumb at this point. $1 billion company can't make a strict rule or process on cheap eye pokes just degrades the fight game quality overall. Fortunately, cost us a fucking mega main event. Agreed. He did catch George with that head kick. Beautiful work. Derrick Lewis versus Tom Aspinall at the White House. Could you imagine? Derrick Lewis representing America versus Tom Aspinall at the White House. Derrick Lewis knocks him out in the first minute. Holy shit, bro. Sets the fucking place on fire. Derrick Lewis is the champ. I'd be freaked out. Derrick Lewis at 40 years old becomes the champ. Bro, Derrick Lewis somehow winning the belt is like MMA fiction. But if it was to be true, it would probably be the best feel-good story in the history of UFC. Derrick Lewis, finally, after years in the game, wins himself a world title. He's consistent, bro. He fights all the time. He always finds ways to win. He's on a winning streak. If he knocks Waldo out, Derrick Lewis is in the running. If he knocks out Waldo, I'm interested in seeing him fight for the belt. I don't care about what happened with Pavlovich, bro. He's got a win over Volkov years ago, which, you know, that could be like a merit-based title shot just off that. Fuck it. Derrick Lewis title run. If he beats Waldo Cortez Acosta, that would be a fucking movie. Genuinely, the winner of Waldo Derrick Lewis for the belt, that's what I want. That's what I need. That's what has to happen. Only Juwana Man can beat Kayla Harrison. It's funny as fuck. Imagine having an interim title fight at lightweight and not involving Armin in it. That's exactly what's happening, bro. 2-hour drive home from work. Thank goodness I've got Sunburnt Jay to keep me locked in. Hey, let's go, Braden K. I got you. Not happening, but good scenario. I agree, blood taxes. But if it did happen, how great would it be? If, dude, I'm telling you, Brandon, if Waldo gets slept by Derrick Lewis, it's a fucking movie. Derrick Lewis, Tom Aspinall would be crazy, man. The Cyril Gane fight, listen, I'm over it. I know the White House card will be here sooner than we think, bro. Crazy, 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 crazy. That's why I'm not too worried about the UFC break, because like I know we're gonna be back on business soon. I love Fluffy versus Strickland so much from Mexico City, but I wonder if they want to save Sean for the White House. Nah, I don't think they want Sean Strickland fighting at the White House. I'm telling you, bro. The vacation, Braden, was fantastic, bro. Fantastic, bro. I really had a fabulous time. I hate how casuals give Tom shit as if he was the one that got cheated. Yeah. If he wasn't the one that got cheated. Yeah. No, they do. Derrick Lewis versus Tom Aspinall for the title at the White House would actually be the perfect main event for that card. Lewis is the only American on the doorstep of a title shot, which is kind of crazy in 2000, about to be 26. But yeah, you're right. My boy Van is not beating a primed up Pantoja. All right. All right. We'll see. Get your salsa boy on, AJ. I danced a little bit casually, you know. I let loose. I let loose, Jay. Think Sean Strickland's a bad representative for the USA. He makes us look stupid. That's why I don't think he'll be at the White House card. I don't think he'll be at the White House card, dude. I will have Christmas decorations up shortly, man. I'm actually going to talk with Jersey Girl tonight about setting some up because I will call her decorator extraordinaire. And I would like if her input is put in. They definitely need Bo Nickel on the card. Ray Cejudo, who's a fantastic MMA wrestler, couldn't do shit to our boy Josh Van. Swerve knows what's up. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And Joshua Van has gotten way better since that fight. I think it's Joshua Van's time. I might have to make a video just on the Joshua Van fight. It's time for magic, bro. I'm sick of this shit. When Joshua Van becomes champion Saturday, come give your boy some fucking kudos, bro. Pat on the back. The reason Joshua Van wins is because he's not scared. Everybody's fearful. During the UFC break, I'll do some videos predicting UFC card for 2026. You're going to cook with the White House card. Hey, Brendo, the matchmaker extraordinaire. Yeah, I think Strickland in Mexico City, bro. That's perfect. Joshua Van is the first person to fight for a title born in the 2000s. That's pretty cool. Kids are growing up. That's actually crazy, hibernation. Holy shit. I can't wait. You don't think he's ready for Pantoja's experience fair? I mean, listen, I understand. I don't think anybody's crazy for not picking Joshua Van. I'm not out here pushing that narrative. Not like you guys don't know what you're talking. No, I get it. I get it. Honestly, please do make a video breaking down the fight in depth since it's a very close fight and he's an underdog. Maybe a touch on the Cejudo fight, how Pantoja's getting older, etc. You know what, Swerve? I could definitely bring some points up from that. I couldn't show clips, but I can get some screenshots. Actually, no, I can't even get screenshots. I have to take pictures off my phone and put them in the video. Hey, what's up, 40K OTS? Listen, chat, we're at 44 likes. We're about to hit 50 minutes on the stream. Why not 50 likes too? Let's make magic happen, man. Make sure you guys hit the like button, bump the algorithm for me. It's the first stream back on business with a lunchtime live. Show some love. AJ the Legend was good, brother. How was the vacation? Fantastic, bro. I genuinely had a fucking great time. It was good to lay low and chill, have some bevies, you know? It was nice. Holloway at the White House? It depends when he fights against Oliveira, but that's live. You have that Royval feeling from last year about Van this time? I do. I think it's gonna be a close. I'm not saying Joshua Van first round KO. But I think the difference between Joshua Van and people are like, oh, but he beat a good striker in Kai Kara-France. The difference is Kai Kara-France is a one-punch hitter. Joshua Van is a combination hitter. Joshua Van is better at stringing shots together than I'd say anybody right now at 125. And I also riddle you this, okay? A young man in his early 20s, already now beating a Brandon Royval, now on the cusp of the world championship. How much better is he since that fight this past summer? How much better is he? The guy is so young. Every time I watch Joshua Van fight, I say, wow, he's better. Wow, he's better. Wow, he's better. Consistently improving. About 5.5 months ago, since he beat Brandon Royval, I think in 5.5 months, a guy like Joshua Van, he's making some serious leaps and bounds. And let's not forget, he fought June 7th and June 28th. He fought back to back and then went out and had performance like that against, Brandon Royval. He had just fought 3 weeks before. He needed some time, making some adjustments, improving some things. I'm telling you right now, Joshua Van's different. Joshua Van, stylistically, is the guy that can beat Pantoja. If Pantoja is to get past the Joshua Van puzzle, I mean, it's hard to deny the new claims that he's the GOAT of this weight class, bro. I don't think Pantoja is going to stand and bang. I think he'll be forced to strike a bit. Pantoja does have amazing back takes, I agree, but Joshua Van is frame, okay? These short, little, stocky motherfuckers, bro. I'm telling you, that short, little, stocky build, it's a hard build to take the back and control on, bro. Joshua Van is short and stubby, bro. I'm saying. Like, this type of guy, okay, is not an easy guy to get a fucking back take on. Let me bring it up. This type of build that Joshua Van has here, all right? Let me open the image in a new tab, all right? This type of build right here, shorter arms, shorter build, more stubby, right? It's hard to grapple fuck a guy like this. Joshua Van, he's tricky and slippery in the grappling positions. I'm telling you guys, he's gonna do better than most people think on the ground. Not saying he's not in compromised positions at all throughout the fight. Yeah, I do agree Roy Vol second best in the weight class for sure. Right, he did it on short notice. Bro, this is it. Can you tell me what warrants Piotr Yan a title shot? You know what does, Braden? Simply, he's on a 3-fight win streak, and there's really not anybody else. Why'd you delete your video you posted today? It says it was, I didn't post a video today. I accidentally did a live stream off an old template, which for some reason, occasionally YouTube glitches out. And that's why I deleted it, bro, because it wasn't meant to be. It's UFC Vegas 25. I don't know why the fuck that even happened. Jan is consistent. That's why he's always in talks for title shot. And he's a former world champion, too. I saw Morab checking Peyton Talbot. I found that absolutely hilarious, bro. Think there'll be a finish in the Gushkov fight. I think if Gushkov's winning, he's finishing. If it's on the other side, I think Jan could get a decision. Kai Kara France is not like Joshua Van, though. I'm telling you, bro. Kai Kara France, bro, how many losses? He got 20? Like, let's keep it a buck about Kai Kara France, okay? He's a good striker. Dude had 12 losses. And don't forget, he was on The Ultimate Fighter with Pantoja. He lost to him there. And I swear to God, everybody from that season is still intimidated by Alexandre Pantoja. But you know who beat Alexandre Pantoja on The Ultimate Fighter? That's why he didn't win the show. A man named Hiromasa Ogakubo, okay? He wasn't scared, all right? And, you know, he was short and stocky, kind of like Joshua Van. He was actually shorter than Joshua Van. I really think that this is the guy. This is the guy. If Van wins, I could definitely see a rematch. I think Joshua Van's a different animal. Figgy did get him too, and he lost to Askar Askarov. I think Pantoja has this like unbeatable aura about him now. But I still look at the Steve Erceg fight. Guys, he is human, bro. Kaya Sakura, Kai Kara France are terrified strikers of the ground, okay? They're terrified of getting taken down, and that's why they get ran over in the way that they did. Joshua Van is different, man. Van and Pantoja, same size? Yeah, in a good way. I'm telling you, bro, Joshua Van's a scrambly little motherfucking savage. Kai Kara France was short and stubby too, but he was scared. I'm telling you, he was scared. You can't respect Pantoja's legacy. Joshua Van won't. I watched a clip from his interview with Helwani. You know what he said? I don't have a game plan. We just get in there, we fight. It's not like you see on TV. And I'm like, yes, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. He needs to be prepared for whatever happens. And I think he will. Not, oh, fuck, the game plan failed. Kai Kara France, fuck, it's over. I got taken down. Kai Asakura, it's over. I got taken down. These one-punch kickboxers don't win. It takes a slick boxer with combinations to handle what Pantoja can do. And I can't wait. You know what? I respect Talbot for apologizing to Morab. That was a good idea. Because Morab wasn't playing. I will say, though, Peyton Talbot, you know, there's a clip of him. He's saying that Morab is dumb as rocks. So Morab's not going to take kindly to being called stupid. The last good pressure boxer with good takedown defense Pantoja fought was Erceg, and Erceg arguably beat him. It's like people forget about the Steve Erceg fight. People forget about how close Steve Erceg was to winning. What happened between Morab and Talbot? Morab pressed him. He was calling him out about the shit talk. He was talking his shit. That was Erceg's performance of a lifetime. But if Erceg can do it, Joshua Van can too. You guys will see. You guys will see. You guys will see. Listen, Alexandre Pantoja is great. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But his two recent wins where he looked really good, Haikara Fronts, okay, who's got 12 losses, Kaya Sakura, who is what, 0-3 in the UFC now after that fight. The Steve Erceg win. Steve Erceg barely getting past Ode Osborne. And listen, Erceg nearly got Pantoja. Before that, Pantoja won a good fight back 2 years ago against Brandon Royval. He won a good fight back, 2.5 years ago against Brandon Moreno on a competitive decision. And then, prior to that, he's subbing up Alex Perez with ease, et cetera, et cetera. I like the Joshua Van call. Yeah, Steve Erceg absolutely sold in round 5. I saw they added D-Rod to UFC 5. Yeah, his character looks dope. All the ink and shit. He looks like a badass. Morab loses and Van wins. Van's the fighter of the year. Yeah. But if Morab wins and Van wins, I still think Morab has to be fighter of the year, a champion to do what he's doing, But if Morab happens to take an L, then I think Joshua Van could supersede it. I think people are putting way too much stock into Van's wrestling. He's trained MMA for 5 years, Pantoja by sub. I think you're underestimating just how naturally talented he is to be at the level of what we see in that amount of time. And you have to consider the improvements of a guy that hasn't been training for 15 years, fight to fight, are going to be vastly superior than somebody like Pantoja that's been training his whole life. And listen, man, Alexandre Pantoja, he's 35. I'm not saying he's past his prime, but he is 35. The tattoos are perfect. The face shape is a little off, but still gas. Want them to add Andre Philly. Andre Philly been around too long. They should just put him in the game. Morab got the built-in narrative. If he loses here, he's too active. And they do an Insta trilogy as well. But no, I don't think he loses. You regret fading Van against Royval. Hope I don't regret fading him again against Pantoja. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Going Joshua Van. People forget Joshua Van got slept by Energy, but people also don't look at the positives in that fight. He got caught, man. He got caught. He got hit clean, but he was still having moments, okay? I think he was starting to come on strong. He got caught. And I'll make the claim. If they gave him another second, he would have recovered. Not saying he would have won, but I don't think he was completely out. He was out for a second, but he woke up. Joshua Van, he's a special talent, bro. Energy, great win against him. Yes, but different fight. Think about how every UFC champion is/aren't compared to Morab. Morab's the fucking man. I'm a Philly fan. I like watching his fights. They're always entertaining. He does look cool. Philly's the man. Honestly, it always comes down to this. At the highest level of MMA, which this is at, tail the tape stats, etc., play a huge factor. I can't pick someone who's 11 years older than the guy he's fighting. And bro, you have to assume Joshua Van from 5 months ago in a short notice spot against Royval is way better. And he beat Royval. He beat Royval. Royval beat fucking Moreno, man. Yeah, it is shit that we only see some of them once a year. I agree, Braden. You have to take Jan at plus 300 or whatever. You never see a guy that good at those odds. Plus, bro had an injured hand the first fight, apparently. Bro, but it's Morab, though. I just can't pick against Morab. I won't pick against Morab. Morab's just a different animal. Energy is one of your favorite guys to watch at 25. Kavanaugh fight shows he's a tough SOB, and Launer looked amazing. One mistake, and Charles put you away. I love it. And I picked Charles Johnson as an underdog, too, there. Yo, I'm hype as fuck. We see Aspinall one time every 2 years, and now he might be blind, bro. So he might not be fighting ever again. He's been taken down 5 times this year. I think it goes to 9 or 10 Saturday. It's not if he gets taken down. If it's can he get back up? Can he escape the position? Charles' resume is undervalued, but they're giving him Alex Perez. So if he beats Alex Perez, you're going to see Charles Johnson in the mix now. I want to see Charles Johnson get a 5-round fight because I really think he can shine in 5 rounds. Like if he can win and then he gets an Apex main event, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Bro, if he knocks out Alex Perez, that's also a huge deal. Alex Perez, he looked good against Aspinall Mabayev before getting caught in the sub. You wish Ilya was more active. He slept Charles in 3 minutes. He should 100% had another fight this year. That fight would have fixed some problems at lightweight. True, but he's going through the divorce, bro. So personal issues. Fortunately, he's got issues with now his ex-wife. At the time, his wife. So that fucked up the year. It fucked up his head and it fucked up the year, bro. The heavyweight division is just a fucking mess. But where's Waldo is a good thing for the weight class. Jon Jones was holding the division up, and Aspinall was the interim champ, and he defended the interim title, which he didn't have to. Whole thing was on Jones. I agree. Like, Jon Jones played with the UFC and just fucking blue-balled them. The 6-week break between the final card of 2025 and 324 is going to be so long. It will be, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'll still make content. I'll still make some magic happen. We'll do some cool shit. I will keep y'all entertained, bro. I'll still be doing videos and live streams. I'm still working. There's no UFC on, but I'll still tune in to whatever's going on. He wifed up a chick from Miami, bro. Yeah. It's true. Never find a wife from Miami. It's real. Ilya just barely reaching top level status and his wife already switched up. We can't have that shit in this sport. Well, unfortunate truth, man. I love Waldo's run, but Derrick Lewis is a bad matchup. After 4 to 5 fights this year, already a heavyweight. Look at the Ritter. No, there's no weight cuts trained like 85, but it's Derrick. Listen, if Derrick Lewis knocks him out, you got a Derrick Lewis title fight in 2026. It's all good things. We got Waldo, Mario Pinto, Josh Hockett, Gable on the come up, Mick Parkin still lurking. Top 5 is good and talented. Just they fought each other, so some new names. And Volter Walker, let's not forget. Volter Walker is probably the dark horse right now, but he broke his leg last fight. Sugar KO in the little dong. I think he wins a decision. I don't know about KO in the song You Dong Savage. When you're the interim champ, the only person you fight is the champion, and the champion was refusing to fight the interim champ. Yeah, they give Jon Jones a lot of leeway because of his legacy, but they get fucked in the end anyways, bro. But it might all spin on its head because they might end up having Alex Pereira, Jon Jones. Might as well be a Where's Waldo fan channel at this point. I'm down with it. What's not to like about Where's Waldo, dude? If Black Beast wins, title shot. Gushkov lock, I'm picking him. Saw Dong versus Triple C in Seattle. Dong is definitely good. Fuck yeah, he is. It's raining like hell where you are. Hey, W useless. I hope that the fucking storm doesn't knock the power out. You ran into Waldo at a taco place the other day. Regret not getting a pick with him. For sure going to be a future champ. Why didn't you get a pick? Why don't you say, hey, Waldo, can I get a pick? I'm sure he'd say yes. You think Torres will KO Dawson? I think so too. As long as he's not on his back. I agree, bro. Therese Finney is fighting at 325. Really? Where'd you see that? Yeah, I got the taco merch. I wore it on what day was it? One of the streams last week I wore it. I'll wear it again though. It's a dope ass shirt, bro. I really have to say, taco merch is lit. I fuck with it a lot. Why don't you just tell me where it is, Therese Finney? Where can I find it? I'll just look it up. Therese Finney news. Nothing. You're lying. AJ explained why Aspinall not fighting for 18 months isn't his fault. The reason it's not his fault is because when you win an interim title for the UFC, that is the definition of you are next in line for a title. Obviously, Jon Jones Stipe got delayed a year because of the Jon Jones pec tear. Tom Aspinall did the right thing in defending the interim belt, which kind of stupid anyways. Jon Jones didn't fight for 2 fucking years, you know? And then they make the Jon Jones Stipe fight, which first and foremost really shouldn't have happened. That's that Dana White privilege and Dana going towards, a legacy fight, which maybe had merit 5 years ago, but didn't really hold up today. Stipe was far washed. Tom Aspinall waiting on the sidelines. Jon Jones didn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. He had to improve himself, etc., etc. It's because Jon Jones didn't have enough tape study to watch, so he couldn't break down everything that he wanted to see on Tom Aspinall to face him. So the champion denies the challenger. Realistically, it should be then, vacant title in a fight. But instead, Jon Jones was kind of playing with the UFC, saying he was going to take the fight. And then Dana White said it last minute. He ends up pulling out and not fighting. And he apologized to Dana White for that. You can't blame Tom Aspinall for wanting to fight for the actual world title. Oh, shit. He was eating with his wife? Fair. Yudong is so underrated. He was 2-2 against Corey going into the 5th. Always super competitive with the elites. Was doing real good against Henry, who also looked good. Still think Sugar gets him. Yeah, I think Sugar handles as well. I'm hearing that he's in prison in Mexico, but why is there no evidence of this, Strickland Hernandez rumored for 325. Nah, Strickland ain't fighting in Australia, bro. They're going to do it in Mexico. They're going to do it in Mexico. The thing is, it's not like a regular job, right? If you don't show up for 18 months, the guy is the fucking interim champion. He should get a shot at gold. Like, what are we going to defend the fucking interim belt 3 times? At that point, it's just stupid. We should have never done the interim title in the first place then. Listen, it turned out to be a financial mistake to wait on the sidelines and not fight. Sure, you could say that, but the guy's the interim champ. He should be fighting for gold. Waldo's definitely a warrior. Listen, Waldo Aspinall would be sensational. Will Gaethje be the first 2-time interim champ? Is there another 2-time interim champ? I can't think of one. What? Therese Finney's actually got a fight booked? Wow. Torres Finney fighting in Australia. I wonder who he's fighting. Wow. You think Derrick Lewis puts Waldo away? I can see it. If Derrick Lewis wins, bro, give me D. Lou for the belt. I mean, the NBA is completely different than the UFC, right? The NBA is a team structure where you're under contract with the team and then they have set dates every week to play. And then if you don't play, obviously you're penalized. But this is different, right? You're an independent contractor with the UFC, but you have a world title, interim or not, world title around the waist. And the champion who you're supposed to unify with, that's the whole point of the interim belt, doesn't fight you. I mean, it's a very stupid scenario. It's unfortunate for Tom Aspinall, but the issue is the UFC let Jon Jones fuck them over, and they were hyper fixated on an out-of-date Stipe Miocic fight, which didn't matter. Let's be honest here. It had no fucking merit, no point. Instead, they could have done Stipe Miocic, Tom Aspinall for the vacant title, Jon Jones then to fight after, but they don't want to do that because they wanted to give Jon Jones a Stipe fight. It's very stupid. Cameron Rouston? Nah, they already fought, bro. They won't do the rematch. Okay, fair. Serena Williams has to defend the Wimbledon still. Okay, exactly. So you're explaining my point. Jon Jones should have had to defend against the real interim champ, number 1 contender for the unification, rather than the Stipe fight, I wonder who to be, though. It's not going to be Rouston in a rematch. Who should Armin fight next? He's kind of in Fuckville, USA. I don't know. Maybe Sean Brady cutting to 155. Jon Jones is now retired, yeah. But Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall were in contract negotiations for a while. Bro, 55 Brady is crazy. Lean and mean Sean Brady is wild. Also, chat, 55 Sean Brady. We're at 55 likes, but you know, in respect to Sean Brady's welterweight run, let's get 70 likes up in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're just tuning in, or if you haven't yet, it's one click away. It's only one click away. Show some love for Big AJ. It's a beautiful lunchtime live stream today, episode 184. And I'll be streaming later as well. You think Brady gets chinned at 55? I think Armand will fuck him up. I'm going Patty over Justin. You can't pick this 37-year-old Justin over Patty the Batty. Yeah, man. He was chin bad at 170 against a killer, but cutting that extra 15 pounds, I don't know, man. Trouble. Trouble. Troublemaker. He's going to be in trouble, man. Yeah, it's not a good idea. If BSD versus Gamrot happens, winner fights Arman. I would like to see BSD versus Fiziev, honestly. But yeah, I mean, that could be cool. Arman versus Gamrot or BSD, both dope fights. People more mad at Tom for getting eye poked over John not fighting for over a year is wild. Yeah. Very interesting. Harmon should go to PFL is crazy, Michael Maloney. Armin's awesome. Armin should fight Ilya Taporia next, but, you know, that's just not how it's going to work. I don't know. They said Aspinall has Brown syndrome. So his eye's pretty fucked. You think Balmundis, the dark horse at 55? I think he's sharp. I don't know about going to gold, but I think he's pretty good. How old is Aspinall? Isn't he 35? 32. Actually, he's fucking mad young for this weight class. Tom Aspinall may need surgery on both of his eyes, dog. There may be another interim heavyweight belt on the line soon. The winner of Derrick Lewis and Waldo is in the running for a world title fight. Another option is obviously Volkov versus Cyril Gane 3. Another option would be Sergey Pavlovich versus Cyril Gane. Derrick Lewis and bare knuckle boxing one day is going to be epic. I don't know if they can afford Derrick Lewis, though. Bro, Derrick Lewis getting the belt would be a fucking movie. Derrick Lewis becomes the UFC heavyweight champion at 40. That's a fucking movie, dude. Wow. I don't think Chandler and Connor's the same. I mean, Michael Chandler was not the interim champion and Connor not the, undisputed champ. Derrick Lewis and BKFC shouldn't be sanctioned. Yeah, he's too powerful. 6 weeks of waiting. Yep, 6 weeks off from the UFC is going to be weird. If he becomes champ, count your days, AJ. That's funny as fuck. D-Lou champ run, bro. I'll cry tears of joy. Yeah, I don't think Derrick Lewis would fight in BKFC. I don't think they could afford him. You're referencing the money fight? I think Tom Aspinall wanted the gold. Obviously, the money's just a fucking factor, but he wanted gold too. Listen, man, he should not fight Ciryl Gane. Fuck that. Jon Jones will instantly come out of retirement and challenge Derrick Lewis. Bro, can you imagine though a world? Derrick Lewis wins the belt, Poatan Derrick Lewis. Heavyweight gold on the line. That would be crazy. Chat, we're at 58 likes. We're 2 likes away from 60. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys show some love and smash the likes up in here for the boy. Let's get 60 likes up in here. I don't want to see Gane Derrick Lewis 2 at all. Dude, Tom Aspinall right now, I mean, we can't see, bro. We may never see him fight again. We may never see it again. Place your bet for Derrick Lewis, end of the year champ 2026. Probably plus 50,000. That would be a fucking dream. On my way to work, watching the GOAT. Hey, Kristami Ibata. What's up, bro? Per is a more winnable fight than Gane at heavyweight for sure. Tom's by far the most disrespected champ. Waldo's creeping up, bro. Listen, Waldo's got the shot. Go out and win. Waldo's got the chance. Waldo's got the chance. I agree. Heavyweight division needs some young prospects. At least we got Volta Walker. You think Tom can def C? No way he has the double vision. I guess my mindset is this. Why would he lie about getting a surgery and things like that? Like, I guess, what is his reasoning for lying? To make himself look better for bailing out on the fight? I don't know, man. I guess I just don't I don't think that the eye gouge was a light gouge. It wasn't just a, scrape. It was a fucking deep dig in the eye. And Ciryl Gane's a known eye gouger. Salsa Boy is champ over Aspinall. Salsa Boy Aspinall would be great. Miss you in the army. Now back to the program. Let's go, Louis Boy. Thank you for 199, my dog. Big W. Think Jelton Almeida the only guy can beat Aspinall? Jelton Almeida sucks. Aspinall would chin Jelton. Nah, bro. Jelton Almeida is not the guy. I really don't think Jelton's that good. I think he's got great grappling, but like he's just low IQ, man. Like, what the fuck? If he had ground and pound, we're looking at a problem. But he has no ground and pound. DC even talking crap about Jelton. Yeah, he was. What's up, Pizza Pizza? How you doing? All I ever seen Almeida do good is front kick and double leg. Yeah. He's also got a wild left hook, I guess. DC could beat Almeida today. I don't know about today, but I'd pick Prime Cormier. Bro, I think Prime Cormier is a nightmare. Poatan should go up and take out Jelton and be like, look, I'm here now, Tom. Poatan Jelton would be crazy, but I don't know, man. Jelton, what if he takes his back and just chokes him out? Like, that would just be depression. I don't even want to see that shit. I'd watch Waldo versus Poatan or Derrick Lewis or even Pavlovich or even fucking Volkov or even Cyril Gahn or, you know, Tom himself. The heavyweight division's a mess right now. When was Jelton's last sub? Let's find out. 2024 against Romanov. Jelton Almeida is just fucking no ground and pound. Where's prime Cain Velasquez in today's heavyweight division? Is he champ? I mean, I definitely could see him running to the top. I'd be interested in seeing him versus, you know, the Cyril Gahns, the Tom Aspinalls, even the Pavloviches. He probably could get a lot of W's. But I also think his chin is susceptible to big shots, right? He could get caught. Bro, heavyweight division been shit for all of the 2020s. Heavyweight division has probably been shit for all time. I mean, heavyweight, not that the fights have always been shit, but heavyweight's just, I don't know, man. It's like, is there really, if there's a guy that can defend the heavyweight belt 5 times, like he automatically becomes the heavyweight GOAT. Prime Shane Carwin. I mean, he's on a lot of steroids, you know? Natty probably is a light heavyweight. Rivzon Cunha versus Volta Walker? Fuck no. What if Rivzon just wins a snoozer? Hell no. I don't even want to see that crap. I thought Rivzon should have got the decision against Curtis Blades, too. Cain was the fucking man. A dream fight would have been Cain Velasquez versus Jon Jones. But yeah, 2 injured. Unfortunate, bro. The injuries really wrecked his career. I agree people rave about the old days, but I watch guys like Frank Mir, Bigfoot Silva, Big Nog, they legit cannot throw a good-looking technical punch if their lives depended on it. Like, Bigfoot Silva was mid. Frank Mir's jiu-jitsu was nice. His boxing was okay. Big Nog's getting knocked out, bro. Big Nog's getting chinned by D. Lou. Big Nog's getting slept by Waldo. To be honest, bro, I feel like Alistair Overeem on steroids, definitely a problem today. There's a guy out there that is great and beats all the guys at heavyweight and isn't fighting. Some people just don't choose to fight. Well, I guess. Cain versus Fedor would have been a dream. MMA Guru secretly the best heavyweight of all time. Strike First TRT Silva was one of the scariest heavyweights of all time. When he was on the TRT, Bigfoot Silva was different. But let's not forget, Daniel Cormier chinned his ass, though. I think Gable Stevenson's probably ready for top 15. Like, if you did Gable Stevenson, Martian Tybura, I favor him. I'd like to see Gable fight against, you know, Volta Walker eventually. Yeah, Junior Dos Santos was the fucking man. Junior Dos Santos in his prime, monster. Junior Dos Santos, he's still a top 10 guy at heavyweight. Skill set for sure. I don't know if all the guys from the 2010s get smashed by guys today. Cain, Junior, Alistair, prime Alistair, maybe steroid Alistair. I think they still run it pretty well. I think you'd be surprised, bro. I think Roy Nelson is still top 15. What will my content schedule look like during the 6-week break? I'll be doing live streams. I'll be doing news videos and like fun opinion videos, dropping like fights to make for 2026 and things like that, the card builder type of things. And then obviously if fight announcements come, I'll be doing vids on that. I'll be doing live streams and I'll be doing gaming streams too. So I'll still have content. I'll probably add in like a couple Saturday gaming streams to, you know, at least make it feel like we have a UFC card upon us. UFC 5 would be the game. Potentially, I could do Undisputed as well. TRT belt is crazy. His first 8 fights, JDS finished Verdum, Crow Cop, Roy Nelson, Carwin, Kane, Frank Mir before getting bodied by Kane in the rematch. Bro, when he knocked out Kane, that was also on national television, bro. One fight, bam, one shot. How much longer am I streaming for? That depends, bro. We're at 66 likes. We have over 100 watching. If we hit 75 likes in the next 5 minutes, I'll stick around for an extra 10 to 15. We're currently at 66. So 75 by the hour, 30-minute mark. I'll stick around longer. So it's up to you guys, man. You hit the like button, I stay. Let these guys juice up mandatory 3 fights a year. It'd be crazy. No. I prefer no steroids. Thoughts on Torres Finney? He's a good grapple fucker, man. He's an absolute grapple fucking monster. He knows how to absolutely pin. Pin and, not really smash, just pin and smother. Tyro over Moreno, bro. But I know a lot of people hate that. We'll see. Vacation was good, Drowsy Dwarf, man. I always have a good time getting out of the normal routine for several days, you know? It was a good 4 days out. Now it's good to be back. I had Moneyline last night. So last night was like the first day back, but this is like the first real day back. Usman's resume is kind of aged like ass. I mean, to be fair, like Prime Colby, Prime Mod, they're decent. But yeah. I mean, definitely like Usman considered the welterweight GOAT. I don't know. I feel like Islam is going to be on track for welterweight GOAT status. No, I did not get that inebriated, Brendo. No, I got buzzed. UFC trying to push Korea so hard now that Zombie's retired. I mean, at least they got Sakhyun Ko. No, it's not a great resume, KZ. It's you know, 4 fights or 5 fights with fucking 3 fighters in the mix. I'm a huge fan of Tyra, but he's really more of a grappling threat than Pantoja and Askar Askarov. I mean, jiu-jitsu threat, yes. He has slicker back takes than most. I mean, granted, Pantoja, it's an argument, but it's a different frame. I don't know. I think Tyra's really good. I think Islam retires early, probably 2 to 3 more fights. Hopefully, you know, at least 3. I'd prefer 3. Islam, Ian Gary, Islam 1 more, and then, you know, maybe he calls it wraps. Or maybe Islam goes up to 185, man. You think Islam has at least 4 left? I'm definitely thinking at least 3. 4 would be awesome, but I think 3 is more of a guarantee. Most of the Korean guys are mid. Had to buzz cut my hair off because the dude from Contender Series this year, Huang, yeah, he looked terrible. You have a Moreno Tyra fight as a pick 'em on the old model, but I did a manual pick on Moreno. Makes sense, though. It is, oh shit, almost knocked the fuck mic down. It is a 50-50. Usman's highly skilled, but GSP fought #1 contenders. GSP Pro lost that Hendricks fight, though. Super close. He probably did, but fuck, I'm glad they gave it to him. Ariel went off on Usman and Cejudo. I didn't see that, nah. Oh shit, Swerve. Thank you for the 5. Yo, AJ, I tagged you on Twit with some UFC posts I cooked up recently. Would love if you checked it out and gave some feedback. Bro, I'll do it right now. Thank you for tagging me, bro. All right, let's see. Let's see the magic that you cooked up, bro. You made these yourself? Oh, shit. Oh, absolute W, bro. Holy shit. All right, Swerve. I see you, bro. Okay. Damn, bro. You got some fucking skills, man. How'd you make these? Wow. I'm quite impressed, bro. I'll give you a fucking retweet too. Yeah, that's some talented savage shit, man. Wow. I'm impressed, Swerve. I'm impressed. Absolute W on that. Holy shit. Now you guys can see my fucking chat. Oops. Absolute W, bro. You made that on Photoshop? Bruh. That's not easy to do. I know what Photoshop takes, bro. Holy shit, Swerve. You got some skills, my friend. You got some fucking skills. Holy shit. Give him a fucking look now, guys. Holy shit. I'm impressed, dude. Genuinely, you got some fucking graphic designing abilities, man. Holy. Holy hell. You've been in graphic and digital art for 5 to 6 years now. I can tell that you have high level abilities, dude. I'm impressed. Hey, listen, bro. I don't know if you're interested in doing some graphic design work, bro. Mike Finch always asks me he wants to hire somebody. If you're interested, I would link you up with him if you want. Obviously, no pressure, bro. And he will pay, of course. I don't know how much. You got to talk with him, but he's looking for somebody to do some of his graphic design work. Yeah, I swear. I think you should start like a UFC fan art page on X and on fucking Instagram. I think it's a good idea because that shit's really good. No, Lil Bro J does not have his picks out just yet. He's working, bro. Islam absolutely pieces up Usman on the feet, even if Usman stops the grappling. I think so too. Islam's too sharp standing. Yes, hit him up, bro. What's your Instagram at so I can tell him to look for you? Yeah, are you Swerve on IG too? I'll say, yo, bro, make sure you keep your eye out for him. Cause yeah, dude, it's crazy because he's been needing somebody. We ever getting Alex on a live? He's tough to get on a live. Little bro probably picking Jan. I got no idea. Maybe he'll surprise us all. He hasn't said anything like that to me. You only recently started honing in on your style. See, I love that sort of grunge, dirty style. Now I see it for sure, bro. It looks fucking awesome. And I'm not just trying to toot your horn because you're a fucking subscriber, by the way. It's just genuinely dope shit. Like you have some fucking cool stuff. Listen, bro, you can make some fucking extra cash. The Finch man hires you, bro. He needs somebody, man. Because he works for a couple promotions. Person named Ryan, you hit him up. All right, bet. I'll let you know, bro. I'll let him know and then I'll send him a text. So send the message, whenever you feel like today. After the stream, I'll be like, yo, man, watch your IG DMs. Ryan from the channel, Swerve in the chat is gonna hit you up. He does graphic design work and he might be interested. So yeah, that'll be good, bro. That'll be really cool. Fuck yeah. Literally after Moneyline last night, he was talking about finding the graphic designer or like he's got to figure out how to create some stuff himself, but he don't really do Photoshop like that, He's very much on the beginner side. With a potential 20 weeks to Contender Series next year, I'm gonna need Alex J to lock the fucking true. I know. I know, Brady. I agree. I would literally have him do my Contender Series picks on this channel if he wants. If it's 20 weeks, I'd tell him, yeah, you can do it here, but he's got to be on time. So we'll see. We will see. Not being on time, so you had traded the deals. Listen, bro. Listen. I was early to Moneyline yesterday. Stinks Volk didn't get a fresh matchup for the retirement fight. And if Lopez wins, it'll feel kind of cheap. I feel like then they should do a trilogy. You'd want to help him study so bad. Listen, maybe I'll just have him study the Contender Series for me. I'll be like, listen, bro, do all the notes and I'll make the video. Braden is kind of a Contender Series Mac. That's his strong suit. Moreno or Tyra, you know I'm going fucking Tyra. Tyra's my boy. Tyra's been my boy for too long to go against it. I picked against him with fucking Raw Dog Royval, and now I'm going to pick him this time. Volk Lopez will be a trilogy. If Volk loses, it has to be. Chat, we're at 80 likes. I want to hit 100 likes this afternoon. Can we make 100 likes happen? We're 20 away from 100 likes. I feel like 100 likes is right there. We need 20 of the 27 people that haven't hit the like button to hit it. If you're not watching on your television, grab your phone. If you watch on your TV, grab your phone, hit the like. Do me a favor. It helps me out when you hit the like button. It tells YouTube, hey, I like what this guy does. I want to see more of what this guy does. If Tyra wins, I think we have an epic post-fight speech. Islam versus Hamzat, Ilya versus Arman, and Pantoja versus Morab. I couldn't see the Pantoja Morab fight. I don't think they do it. I don't think they do it, Jay. I don't think they do it, Jay. You know, I saw something interesting on X. People accusing Abdul Malik of betting his over 1.5s in his fights. And then the fact that Antonio Trocoli is like an avid poker player, they're like, yo, they probably got the script together for this fight. And what's funny is the over 1.5 is currently plus 170. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Right? You edit videos professionally but make art for fun. Maybe you should start doing that professionally too. Listen, talk to the Finch. He can get you started, bro. And I'm sure he knows people that need it too, bro. So if you get in contact with him, it's more likely than you can get, you know, some more connections through that. Malik wins the decision, bro. Plays it smart. Wins the decision. Nobody questions nothing. I ain't overthinking this one. Pantoja by sub. I can't. I'm going Van for the victory. I got Van winning, bro. I've been a Van's witness for too long. You think now in the title trek I'm going to fade against him? I can't. If two gamblers fighting, they're rigging that shit. If that fight goes over 1.5, it's fucking suspect. Over 1.5 is plus 170. I don't know. If Van wins, I'll be hyped as fuck. Bro, it's going to be a celebration. If Van wins, it is going to be a celebration. Got to think like a gambler more than an analyst. Now, how these fools are. Listen, there's not fixes left and right, but I don't know. It's conspiracy theory shit. Gushkov witness, same way you're a Van's witness. Listen, it's a good call, Braden K. I think he wins this weekend too. You think Van gets taken out too easily against the Chinese kid? Talking about wow. I see him, but I can't think of his fucking name. Don't know if I can do it again, but I have 0.5 units on Van. Good luck. When Pantoja wins, what's left from a flyweight? Kyoji Horiguchi. Bet, Swerve. Bet. Keep it going, man. I wish you nothing but luck. Pantoja working with Horiguchi would make their fight weird, right? Because they both know each other's weaknesses. Is Horiguchi faster than Van? Might be a little bit lighter on his feet, but not with punches. Model is 0-3 against Pantoja with Moreno, 2, Urseg, and Cara France. Listen, it's because Pantoja is just different, man. But this time, it'll come together. Moreno is a tough matchup for Tyra. Horiguchi versus Moreno next. I feel like Horiguchi could be in the run for the title. You think Van taps out? Shit. Yeah, racery. There you go. Driving the rain, listening to AJ's very peaceful. Hey, I'm glad to hear it, Useless. Nice of you to show up to work today. Great work ethic, bud. Thank you. You actually think Van can survive 5-round cardio with extreme grappling defense? I love Van. I hope he gets it done. I do, man. I don't think there's cardio woes with Joshua Van. How you been, AJ? I haven't seen you in a minute. I'm feeling good. She loves Brian. How's life going? I'm feeling excited for 323. Fun card this weekend. AJ, read my stone thought. I had a stone thought last night that we're going to see Jan coach Iwo in the future after he retires. Kind of like Glover with the Poeton, AJ. I mean, maybe. 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 I don't know, though, bro. I think Iwo's got different coaches and shit. He's over in Poland. Bro just took Saturday off. Biggest card of the year. What? You realize that UFC 323 is this coming Saturday, not last Saturday, right? You realize there was no UFC last weekend. MVP or Morales? Fuck. Like MVP, but I don't know. It's a weird one. Does Cejudo have a chance against Talbot if he can hit takedowns? If he can wrestle. If he gets in on some takedowns, controls, yeah. If the Kai Kara France fight didn't happen, I'd be more confident Van. Bro, Kai Kara France is not Joshua Van. He's not a combination hitter, bro. He's a one-punch slugger. I'm telling you, Joshua Van's got a real chance with combos, dude. Everybody else is chicken shit, too, against Pantoja. They're scared. They're all fucking scared, man. The guys that aren't scared give them tough fights. Look at Urseg. Look at Royval. Look at Moreno. And then you have fucking Kai Asakura, who's fucking 0-3 in the UFC, and Kai Kara France, who's taking a fucking leave of absence from fighting, scared on the ground. That's not what Van is. He's not scared. MVP Rob Whittaker would actually go hard as fuck. But I want to see MVP versus Adesanya. Just be a weird kickboxing fight, though I don't think they do it. What are 3 fights you want to see coming up this year, and what would be the outcome of those fights? I mean, I think Arman Sarukian, Ilya Topuria, obviously assuming Ilya would then be able to defeat Paddy Pimblett, right? Or Justin Gaethje, which I lean towards yes. So that, be interested in fucking Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gahn running it back. But at this point, like, I'm open to them doing the Waldo Derrick Lewis winner instead. I like Pereira versus Jones, though I don't see it happening. And then obviously, number 1 choice is Makachev Gary for me. Asia, man, you got to manifest Volk winning. You can't pick Lopez. I'm going to that fight. Right now, I'm thinking that Lopez might end up catching him this time. MVP's coach said the MVP's fighting in UFC London in March versus Prates or Morales. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, I really think Morab is going to handle Jan. I'm confident Morab here. Like it's similar to last time. Chat, we're at 87 likes. I'll be happy with 90 likes. So smash. Kaiser is still on the UFC roster. Rumor mill is he's going up to bantamweight. They just got to feed him strikers because he can't grapple. It's just a weird feeling. No, I get it, bro. I get it. Those weird feelings happen sometimes, man. Agent Moneyline was funny when you put Finch. Describe how if one pays for pussy, it's degenerate. Holy shit. Hey, Finch brought it up first, man. So I just had to be funny about it, you know? That's what was on my mind. Morab pick seems too obvious. I mean, didn't it seem too obvious against Sandhagen too? And look, he won that. I think Jan's just been downloading data this whole time. If he beats Morab, I'm shell-shocked. Cejudo's won 0 fights in scope. I don't think he wins one here either. I'm picking Talbot. I think it's safe to say Henry Cejudo is past his prime. And I also think it's safe to say that if we hit 90 likes in the next minute, I'll stay till 2 hours. Jan's too good to count out. I mean, fair. Jan's really good. I'm not saying he isn't good, but it's Morab, though. Morab's just a different animal, bro. Morab's different animal, dude. Him and Usman have won 1 fight collectively since 2020. If Jan somehow beats Morab, it'll most likely be because Morab was burnt out from fighting 4 times this year. I just don't see him losing either. AJ and a Celtics tee, a man who never forgets his roots. You want to hear the story on this shirt? It's actually at a Boston Celtics game. It was Denver Nuggets, Boston Celtics, and they shot the freaking shirt into the crowd. My dad ran down and picked it up from a few rows ahead and got it. And I've had it ever since, bro. I've had this shirt since I was probably 6 years old. Obviously, it didn't fit me when I was 6 years old. But now, 20 years later, it fits me pretty good. That's the origin story of this shirt. Yeah, so shout out my dad for fucking getting it, bro. Running fast, running through the crowd and grabbing that shit like a savage. That was great. You're a Nuggets fan? That's awesome. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, this shirt is a lifetime shirt, man. Good quality, bro. These throwback shirts. I think you got Ziam over Sadikov. Maybe. No, though. Sadikov's a gangster, though. Morab will wreck Kai Sakura. So Kai Sakura can't grapple with the fuck. Morab versus Jan trilogy. Nah, I think Morab handles him, 2-0s him. Holy shit, AJ, your dad's a real one. I remember when he was watching the fight with us one time. That was fun, man. Yeah, he loved it. That was great. He thinks that the script is in, and he's saying that he thinks Jake Paul is gonna potentially get Anthony Joshua. And he's saying if it goes longer, it's like the fix is in. That's what he was telling me. He said, say it to the chat. Say it to him. I was like, all right. Gotta go Ziam after watching Sadikov versus Slava Claus. 2 fights ago, 3 fights ago. Nearly chin Slava, though, to be fair. You think Umar sucks? That's crazy. You going Paul by decision? I know a lot of people thinking, they're like, yo, underdog status for sure. Yo, chat, we're staying till 2 hours. I want 92 likes on this stream. We're at 88, 4 away from the goal. So smash the likes. I need it, bro. I need to break into the 90s, bro. I'll feel good. Make me feel good, man. Hit the like button, yeah. You're picking Sadikov because McKinney beats Ziam? I think Sadikov can out-grapple him. If it comes down to the grappling side, I favor Sadikov on the ground for sure. Ziam's tricky, though. He's long, rangy. Good kickboxing. Ziam's tricky. I see people arguing lighter man skill with Jake Paul winning. Be a good little overhand over the top, you know? Wish you could get an original Pride shirt. Let me get one for you right here. This is the one you want? Dude, you can buy it right now for $9.99, bro. What are you talking about? There you go. There's your original Pride shirt, my friend. Obviously, I realize, you know, that's not what you meant. Bro, they sell Pride FC shirts, though. They sell it on fucking eBay, 27 bucks. You can get a knockoff on Etsy. I mean, it looks almost as good. Why the fuck not? Bro, you can get it right here. Bang. Right in your face. Look. Bang. What the hell? Make your life easy. Buy it. Look it up. The tap out shirt's a throwback. You don't think Umar ever touched the belt? He sucks. He was getting punched by Mario, but Mario's deceptively good, though. Mario's deceptively gangster, though. Come on. Come on, bro. Mario's a deceptive gangster. I think Morab fell in love with his striking too much. Plus, they're in the bigger cage now, not the apex. Fair, but I got Morab. I got Morab. I got Morab. I don't give a fuck. The Affliction shirts. I think I might have one. I don't know. I know I definitely have some throwback tap out shirts somewhere. I have to look for it. Old ass tap out shirts, bro. I'll see if I have one. I'll throw one on one stream. Mario had the longest win streak of 135 other than Morab, and it's clearly very good. He's just commonly shit on, but yeah, he is very good. That is the classic attire, bro. But I like the current attire. I think, like, I like getting the fighters custom gear now. I always wanted one of those Bones Nose shirts. I never got one. I should have, though. Back when Nike sponsored Jon Jones. See how much they go for now. You even buy them anymore? Let's see. Wow, yeah, no, I can't even find them, bro. You have the Anderson nose shirts from Nike, 174. Bro, I swear to God, I'm better off just fucking creating a knockoff myself. Like, I'm good enough at Photoshop, bro. I could literally make a knockoff right here. The fuck? Save yourself the headache. Oh, dangerous sight. To be honest, they don't even look that fucking good. The gold one was cool, though. Does a Prime Dillashaw beat Morab? I would still have to favor Morab, dude. Jones did fuck up huge on the Nike deal. First time you heard about MMA was when boot camp, when the drill instructors were talking about DC and Bone. Really? That's crazy. Oh, you heard about it in the fucking military. That's wild. UFC moving at 9 p.m. is so dope for me, too. I agree. Literally makes all the difference for me. Stay up and watch it till the end. It's going to be great, bro. Cards finish a little bit earlier. It's so much better, dude. I get to go to bed at like a slightly reasonable time. Because, dude, I'll be going to bed so fucking late. Yeah, WUFC for switching to 9 p.m. for the main cards. Because us Eastern time folks, you know, we be staying up all night. All fucking night. All right, let's see. Do they have the weigh-in start time yet? The UFC 323 pre-fight press conference goes down Thursday at 8 p.m. Okay. What about the other press conference? You know? What about that presser for all the early main cards? Michael Maloney, we'll figure it out soon, but as of right now, I don't have any updates after vacay. Alex Pearl won the heavyweight title. Should he be on the Mount Rushmore? UFC Mount Rushmore? Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. What's a cry cut? What is that? We disagreed on some, a handful, not too many, maybe like 4 or 5. Maybe 4 or 5. I can look. I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Topuria is the best talent we've seen besides Islam's determination. Topuria almost got laid out by Jai Herbert. That says a lot. Head kick was crazy. Oh, it makes your own merch. That's pretty cool. Cry cut, like the bug. I'm gonna have to look it up. I never heard of this before, bro. Interesting. Cutting machines, craftsman. That's very cool. Huh. Huh. Be a pain in the ass to make all that fucking handmade merch, bro. It's not bad though. It's not expensive. Heat press. That's pretty cool, actually. Prime runner test, Draymond Green. I'd say prime runner test is meaner. You think Morab will go on a long L streak when he starts losing? Damn, bro. Hey, what's up, J. Lou? Life is good, man. Thank you, bro. I'm excited to be my first streamer / YouTuber I get merch from. Hey, I'm glad that I'll be your first. It's coming. It'll happen. It took me a while with members, bro. I started it almost 2 years ago, and I talked about it for 2 years first. So, you know, the merch will come. I will say, guys, we're about to hit the 2-hour mark on stream. I am going to get up out of here and chill for a little bit before I go to the gym. Make sure you guys smash the like button. If you're new, subscribe. I'll be live in the evening hours for another Q&A. So make sure you guys hang around and watch. Turn the post notifications on. I got this week's best MMA bets tomorrow. Live stream later. Might have a video in the in-between. Thursday, PropAholivs, etc., etc. And then Friday, weigh-in show, Saturday, fight companion. So content multiple times a day, every single day. Big J back, bringing thunder. Love you all, and I will see you guys all for the evening stream. All right? Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Peace.